I realized, oh shit, like it's happening. It's happening right now. Fuck TV. TV's dead. These revolutions are going to start with young people watching the internet all over the world, and it's going to be unstoppable. People think, it's always been that way. Yeah, everything's always been that way until it fucking wasn't. Radio was always the most powerful until it wasn't, and TV was. And TV was always the most powerful until it isn't. And
something might come to supplant the internet.
Right. I always think of, there's a million examples, but the one that always cracks me up is the theater actors who thought the actors who went to go play in the movies were so beneath them.
Yeah.
Oh, those poor souls. They're so low class acting in the movies. Meanwhile, Charlie Chaplin almost overnight became the most well-known person on the planet.
Yeah.
Because, hey, you schmucks, your theater in Albuquerque is only seen by people in Albuquerque. Charlie Chaplin is seen all across the world in a thing called a fucking movie. TV, we got used to TV, we grew up on TV, but it's like the old silent movies. It can't talk back to us. It is an inferior product. Some people say, oh no, those silent movies were better. Don't be fucking ridiculous. They just didn't have the technology to make them talk. The minute they did, the silent movies were fucking done. Wiped off the face of the earth. There was one in 80 years since, and they gave it an Oscar because they're so fucking full of shit. So now the internet talks back. Look at what we just did earlier. Ferals. So TV, sayonara, motherfucker. It doesn't talk back. That's why it's all structured by talking down to you. I am Wolf Blitzer, I know everything, and I will talk down to you like you don't know shit. Fuck you, you don't know anything. So I gave this speech now, which I love doing to antagonize older crowds, at a lawyers get together, like this kind of lawyer conference kind of thing. And I start by saying why millennials are smarter than you. And you can see the hair on the back of their neck rising. They're like, argh. They're like, oh, let's see what this motherfucker's got, because they hate that idea. They don't like millennials, yada, yada. And then I explain to them the whole thing about microfiche, right? Like, I'm like, you guys remember.
Trying to find something out?
Yeah, you guys remember, I'm 46.
Oh, believe me, I know microfiche. Right? I know microfilm, I know microfiche.
Yeah.
I had it available to me and I never had to use it.
You know what? The microfiche argument is a killer. When I remind them that there was no internet when we were growing up and we had to go to the library and do the microfiche, etc., and that kids now can look up anything they want at any time and hence obviously have access to information in a way that they couldn't possibly have when they were growing up. What happens next to the crowd is, oh shit, he's right? And so that wave of the younger generation that is armed with so much more knowledge is gonna hit the older generation so fucking hard, it's gonna break them.
Yeah.
So when I look at pictures of those ancient senators walking around the Capitol, I think—
Who think it's a series of tubes.
Yeah, I think TikTok.
My only fear is our desire to use the access to information we have as a species has always been tiny in comparison to our access to it. So my fear is it's very easy to find out anything you want. People can get the equivalent over time of masters and PhD. Like you can get all this information, but you can also just watch porn all day and you can just watch TV all day on the internet. It's a difficult world and there's gonna be a lot of problems. So I think they have access to all the information and obviously our audience wants it. I mean, that's why instead of just watching episodes of Samurai Jack, they're watching us and like hearing us fucking talk about all the shit that we've been talking about. But I think we do need to constantly encourage a desire to use it, a curiosity to actually make use of the great resources that we have.
Yeah.
And I think that the established powers, and I don't just mean like the political establishment, really wants people, it's 1984 all over again. They don't want people to be curious. They don't want them to be open-minded.
We are gonna get hit pretty hard soon.
We the young, so collectively the left, the progressive wing,
right?
That's one of the reasons they want to get rid of net neutrality.
Yeah.
Control the political talk online.
Because the minute we have any kind of traction, and we're pretty damn close, they will turn in their fucking fury towards us. But that's a good thing because that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's already sort of. I mean, the rumblings have begun of that already for sure.
Yeah. We poked the bear, and he went, "Argh," and went back to bed. At some point, we're gonna poke him pretty fucking hard, and he's gonna rise the fuck up. Then we're gonna have to fight the bear, and then we're gonna fucking kill the bear.